Dark circles, hollowness, puffiness, or crow's feet. These are actually my top questions when I'm doing a Q&A or anything else when it comes to face yoga. So when we're going to the store, we usually find one eye cream. Well, let me tell you this. Honestly, you do not need an eye cream at all. Most of the time, an eye cream is actually the more expensive version of a moisturizer. If you look into the ingredients, you probably get less for more of your money, which we do not want. So let's dive deeper and dissect all these issues, starting with dark circles. Darkness under the eyes has two different causes, and it can be due to hyperpigmentation of the skin, so your skin is naturally discolored, or it can be a blood circulation issue. And what is actually the difference? So when you have a discolored skin, that means your skin under the eyes is generally a little bit darker pigmented, so the skin around here is definitely darker than anywhere else in your face, and this is why you have this issue. Blood circulation issue is basically when not enough blood is flowing through that area, and therefore like this area around here gets a little bit stagnated in terms of blood flow, and this is why you create this darkness under the eye. And there's a little hack you can do. So you can literally pinch your skin gently and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. If you release the skin and the skin bounces back and it is not dark anymore, then you probably have a blood circulation issue, meaning you just tucked the skin a little bit to test it, and then blood went into that area, and so the darkness disappeared. So when you have that, this is a clear sign of non-sufficient blood circulation. So what can you do? You can actually start with facial exercises and massages, of course. So facial exercises will really target the muscle underneath and make it work. And if you work out a muscle, obviously blood is pumping into that area, and you create not only blood circulation but also lymphatic drainage, and therefore you literally kill two birds with one stone doing this. And of course, massages. You can gently start tapping around that area, activating that area for a couple of minutes or seconds, and this area should obviously start to become more rosy and therefore also make your under eye circles disappear a little bit. Another hack, of course, to increase blood circulation is, for example, cold and hot exposure. If you, for example, do a hot shower and then right away go in with a cold shower and vice versa, this is not only amazing for your under eyes, it will also give you like this little kick in the morning, for example, to wake up. It also stimulates your entire body, which has a huge impact on your skin and health overall. So this is a great way. Or also start moving your body, because then you not only increase blood circulation in your body, but also it will lead to your face become more rosy, and you combat dark circles under the eyes. So now that we talked about blood circulation, what is actually the cause with hyperpigmentation or a pigmented area right here? So if you pinched your skin, the skin bounced back and it's still dark, then your skin is probably discolored. That means your skin is a little bit darker, as already mentioned. So what can you do? You can actually use certain ingredients to brighten up that area. But oftentimes we know that sunscreen is obviously very important, but we probably maybe neglect that area, or we forget about it. So we put maybe sunscreen all over our face. We do not want to go close to the eyes, and then this area right here darkens due to the sun. This could be one cause. You then can also just naturally have a darker skin around here, and you can literally go with certain ingredients into that area. For example, niacinamide, retinol, or vitamin C to brighten up that area. Look into products designed for the eye area, because you do not want to like put something under your eyes which can maybe sting or irritate your eyes. And those ingredients are different than normal eye cream, which are hydrating or something else. So look into this, maybe potentially something specifically for the eyes to be gentle around that area. And then, as I already mentioned, when it comes to hyperpigmentation, you absolutely need to use sunscreen every day, and do not forget that area right here. There are specific SPFs again for this area. What I actually love to do is to use a chapstick for the lips and use it also under my eye, because it's a little bit thicker, and also in fact the lips and the eye skin is very similar. It's actually very thin and delicate, so going with a thicker chapstick will give you the extra protection, and also could be a great base for your makeup, for example. So this is my little hack on the side. So now that we covered darkness under the eyes, what about actually hollowness? So hollowness under the eyes is actually when you have loss of volume around that area and it feels like your eyes are a little bit sunken and the skin starts to also like fall in a little bit. We have a ring muscle around our eye, and generally when it comes to face yoga, this is what I teach also in my program at allyoucanface.com, is certain muscles in our faces are overutilized and then others are barely used. If you don't use it, you lose it. And that means your skin, which is attached directly to the muscle, will also then start to sink in. So what can you do to combat that? So if you experience hollowness under the eyes, that means this muscle right here probably is a little bit atrophied, so it builds back. What you can do is do facial exercises and massages on regular basis. So you can strengthen that area right here. You can also work on your cheeks, so it gives you like this good base for everything else to lift, and that gives you like this fresh and plump look again under the eyes. And what do I mean by that? This muscle right here, for example, when you are sitting in front of a computer, you do not realize, and then you are sitting and like maybe are stressed or you're on the phone and this is constantly like engaged. Or you are sleeping and you are stressed and you grind your teeth. So you do not want to engage this muscle overall. And certain muscles, as I mentioned, are very, very active in our face and then others are not. So we need to really engage the muscles which are not active and release the tension from the ones we are overusing. So this is basically the secret of facial yoga. One amazing exercise to combat hollowness under the eyes is to place your index and middle finger at the corners of your eyes, look up and squint into the distance. This is how you engage the muscle. Make sure you do not engage your forehead and hold this position for a couple of seconds. And then release. This is amazing to really strengthen that muscle. You will even feel it a little bit trembling, and know that while this exercise is amazing and you will feel already like some results, understand that all the muscles in the face are interconnected or even layered on top of each other. So doing only one exercise here will not necessarily help you. As I mentioned already before, you need to work on your cheeks, maybe on the upper ring muscle to really lift everything. And again here, at any moment or any issue in time, don't forget your sunscreen, because the skin under the eyes is very delicate. So regardless of what you have, either it's hollowness, darkness, crow's feet, or puffiness, never forget your SPF. Now let's get into puffiness actually. Puffiness is basically the opposite of hollowness. It's when you wake up and you feel like really like everything is puffy around that area. This can have different causes. So for example, if you are dehydrated, if you didn't drink enough water, it can have like the opposite effect. Your skin becomes puffy because it kind of like draws water from anything it can, and then the skin counter-reacts, and so everything starts to be puffy. I think you experience that often when you, for example, drink alcohol. Then your skin gets a little bit dehydrated and you wake up a little bit puffy in the morning. Another thing is also when you sleep in a certain position and your lymph fluid cannot really drain, and therefore it literally just sits in this area right here and creates all this puffiness in that area. What you can do is lymphatic drainage massages. And an amazing point to massage is this point right here under the ears, because this is one of the vital lymphatic nodes which you can activate, and this activates lymphatic drainage. So massage it right here, glide down your neck, and generally you can also go in with your knuckles, very, very gentle, go towards your temples and down your neck. Do this for a couple of seconds and you will feel throughout the day that your face literally depuffs throughout the day. Another thing is also move your entire body. As I already mentioned, puffiness is due to lymph fluid stuck in that area. Lymph fluid is actually not moving in your body unless you are moving. So either you are jumping, you are contracting your muscles, or you're massaging that area. If you're not doing anything, nothing will move out of the way. And since everything in the body is connected, what I can really encourage you to do in the morning, which is like my go-to trick to kind of like wake me up and get my blood circulation going, but also my lymphatic system, is to do 100 steep jumps before you drink some water to get everything going. And this also right away wakes up your face and also starts the depuffing mechanism, so to speak. Now, let's talk about crow's feet. So crow's feet are these little wrinkles around the eyes, which we think are due to us squinting maybe or smiling too much. And while you absolutely should not stop smiling, these crow's feet can have different causes. So for example, if you're using this muscle right here too much and it becomes tense, then the skin, which I already mentioned is directly attached to the muscle, becomes also a little bit wrinkly. So relaxing and releasing that area and like the tension around your eyes is important. So what you can do is literally go in and release the tension with your fingers and really envision how you stretch the muscle a little bit and not the skin. This is amazing also in combination. So when you do, for example, strengthen this area right here and then release the tension, it's just like working out your body, right? If you exercise your muscles, you also want to lean and stretch them out to maintain a flexible and fit physique. And this is basically exactly the same what you do in your face. Then another thing when it comes to crow's feet is oftentimes also related to dryness around that area. If we experience very, very dry skin, then obviously it's also prone to more wrinkles in that area. What I can suggest you is to really use a humectant ingredient such as hyaluronic acid, put it on damp skin around your eyes, and then seal it in with a thick moisturizer or even Vaseline overnight, and you will wake up and almost eliminate all these crow's feet if you do that on regular basis. Try to also pause them for a little bit, but when it comes to crow's feet, overall, try to hydrate that area. And again, crow's feet or dryness around the eyes and the skin is due to maybe the sun. So again, I will repeat myself, use your SPF daily. So with that being said, I think you're quite equipped right now to understand what is happening actually around your eyes and what you can do at home and why this is even occurring. You have to also understand nothing will get removed overnight. If that is the case, it's obviously also not staying for very long. So when it comes to skincare, facial exercises and massages, you need to do them regularly because only consistency will give you the goal you want to achieve. And for that, you can check out the program at allyoucanface.com because this is the easiest way to maintain it. Log into the program, do a new video every day, literally for 10 minutes. And honestly, everybody has 10 minutes somehow in the day. So make sure to use it smartly. And I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumb up if you liked it. If you have a question, make sure to write it in the comments. I'm very excited to read through them and answer them. And with that being said, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day.